Hello there! Are you ready for a video full of Star Wars references? No? Well, that's certainly uncivilized of you. Anyway, after 2 Marvel seasons of Fortnite, I wanted a Star Wars season, and we got it, although it is in the form of a short season. But regardless, Galactic Battle was pretty good, and before I quit YouTube, I wanted to do one last Fortnite video. And while it wasn't in my original plans, the Star Wars season that came along seemed like the perfect opportunity to do just that. So, was Fortnite Galactic Battle worth it? As always, let's start with the Battle Pass, which includes skins that make a fine addition to my collection. And because it's a shorter season, we got a shorter pass, which is fine. Apprentice Eevee is a nice enough original skin. I think for these short collab battle passes, it's nice to go half original skins and half Star Wars characters, but that's a whole another debate because they all come to the shop after 18 months, so it would have been nice to get a full Star Wars pass for fans to get more Star Wars skins easier. Anyway, Apprentice Eevee is cool. It utilises the concept of implementing both sides well, allowing players to choose whether they want Eevee to be a Sith Apprentice or Jedi Padawan, with clear colour coordination to fit each side. It's as good as a Fortnite original skin can be, and that is pretty good. Fits the theme well and is well designed. Next up is Poe Dameron from the sequel trilogy, which is interesting to me. Instead of getting skins we've clamoured about wanting for ages, such as Captain Rex or Cad Bane, due to the deal being with Disney, we got a lot of mostly Disney project related skins. Granted, they're mostly in the shop, but we got Poe, Phasma, Apprentice Rey, Mandalorian Warrior, with mismatching design options reminiscent of the covert warriors in the Mandalorian show. Hell, you could even argue Darth Jar Jar because it's based off the version seen in Rebuild the Galaxy and Lego, which was done under Disney. But back to Poe. Is this really the first time we've got a Star Wars character in the X-Wing outfit? If so, it's crazy Luke didn't get a style because it looks so good. It's accurately detailed and just looks amazing. However, his Rise of Skywalker look is kind of bland, but that's obviously the movie's fault more than it is Fortnite's, although they could have chosen a different outfit for him. It is accurate. My only wish is that we got an edit style for him to have his X-Wing helmet on his pilot style, because I think that his black helmet is one of the more unique ones out there. Overall though, a solid skin. However, what is not a solid skin is the Wookiee team leader. Just what a piece of junk. Okay, that might be an exaggeration, but the skin is not great. I don't know what it is, but something about it looks off to me. Despite that, I can't deny that it makes sense as a skin in the Cuddle Team Leader series of furry animals, such as pandas and bears. Definitely works much better than Deadpool, but then again, he gets a pass because he infiltrates everything anyway. Still, at least the Wookiee team leader allows the head to look like a Wookiee, keeping it accurate but in line with the other skins of the series. It's alright, but probably my least favourite of the pass overall. Then our tier 50 is Emperor Palpatine. He's kind of boring to look at when you're playing as him from behind, since it is just a black robe. But there's a Senate robe style, which is his more detailed red robe, and it's just a shame you can't have that one with the hood down, considering he wears it a lot in the original film, well, Revenge of the Sith, with his hood down. Still, it's nice to have Palpatine in the game at last, considering Vader was added 3 years ago in Chapter 3. It's an alright skin, and at least he seems to play a key part in the story. But the real best skin of the pass is General Grievous. Obviously. He's slim like the pros like their skins, he's detailed and well designed like how I like my characters, and they even gave him a style that Battlefront didn't dare to give him, Kaleesh Warlord Grievous. A version of the character that we haven't seen in digital media yet before he became a cyborg. Fortnite, once again, proving that they are the best Star Wars online game right now whenever they have it, only enlarging the desperate need for Battlefront 3, a game I would probably actually buy. But yeah, the skin is great, and Epic are pussies for not even putting lightsabers on his pickaxe emote. They're big enough pussies for not doing lightsaber pickaxes full stop, but not even in the emotes? Come on. Overall, I would tend to say that Battle Pass was worth it for me. It's got good skins that are only exclusive for 18 months now, and honestly, I'm just really grateful that they gave us a full-on Star Wars Battle Pass and season. So definitely worth it for me. Epic took a unique approach for this season. They removed all their guns and added only Star Wars weapons, including some new ones, such as Han's pistol, and old ones such as the D-15 and D-19 weapons used primarily by the clones in the Clone Wars. It was a different change of pace from Fortnite weaponry, but a lot of what we've seen before, such as the lightsabers, and I think that's a lot of people's problems with the season. We've seen a lot of the gameplay before, just not on the scale that this season presents it at, and I think it makes the loot pool not feel fresh enough at times. But I'm glad they chose to do it in a shorter season, if nothing more for experimentation for the future. However, that reception wasn't good, with Fortnite hitting low time numbers, but I still mostly liked it. I'm a Star Wars fan, and really enjoyed using the weapons in a non-Star Wars game full time, for once. Furthermore, the vehicles in the season were just as fun as well. I can't lie, getting to fly around as a TIE Fighter or X-Wing on the Fortnite map was really cool. The sound design is spot on for both of them, and they were fairly balanced, if not a little easy to shoot down at the start of the season. Regardless, still fun to use, and especially in the pre-live event game mode, they had to shoot down or defend a Star Destroyer in space with X-Wings and TIE Fighters, which was really reminiscent of Battlefront modes, and very fun in the build-up to the event, which once again only furthers the need for Battlefront 3. Let's make it happen. Overall, I would still say that the gameplay was worth it, with Star Wars locations in each corner of the map. While it's a shame that only in the corners, they're all detailed with Star Wars Easter eggs and designs. The Resistance base and First Order base both are accurately stylistic to the films, and Vader's Solitude was fun, especially when AI Vader was added and people made him say, well, stuff. But while the majority of people didn't think the loot pool and gameplay was worth it, I think it was, if nothing more as an experiment for gameplay with no Fortnite weaponry. Besides, I had fun. Surprisingly, this season was rounded out by a live event, since it's mid-chapter. We haven't had a mid-chapter event since the moment that Fortnite's story ended for me, around 3 years ago, with the Collision event. And I honestly couldn't be happier they got given to Star Wars. There's just something so cool about what Fortnite can achieve with these events. Seeing our Fortnite characters, or basically any character at this point, like Master Chief or Goku in the X-Wing, or in a Stormtrooper outfit, is just so cool. And while the event was a retread of basically what happens in A New Hope's 2 Death Star sequences, they combined them into one with an Emperor boss battle towards the end. I found it really funny how they just pulled lines from Return of the Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker instead of getting a voice actor. But still, a solid event with tons of Star Wars references throughout and character combinations only Fortnite could imagine up. Jones even tries a Jedi mind trick at one point, and for a second I thought they were going to make him Force sensitive. I mean, they didn't, but that would have been about as silly as when Sabine was made Force sensitive in Ahsoka. But overall, as a huge fan of the franchise, this event was so cool. I honestly don't have any complaints. Being stared down by the Death Star was certainly an experience. Definitely a well worthwhile event. Wrapping up, I just want to say thank you all for the last 6.5 years of Fortnite content. It's been so much fun making it all. We've ranked stuff, we've rated seasons and made a lot of theories together, even if they were mostly based on minimal evidence. In terms of videos, I couldn't really ask for a better season to end on. I may never have ever been the best player to grace the game, but I always had fun, and this season was certainly worth it for me to say goodbye to Fortnite content. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I really did enjoy it, even if a lot of people didn't. Good luck, and may the Force be with you all.